Hey guys, as always, thanks for stopping by. One of the worst comments I've ever gotten on this channel, and I'm going to call it maybe the most dangerous as well. This is going to be a ride. Let's talk about that. Today's episode is brought to you by all of you patriots. Anyone that is a patriot and believes in this Constitution and believes in our freedom. Thumbs up from me this time. And to all of y'all, thank y'all for your thumbs up. But on behalf of all freedom-loving patriots, yeah, I want to say a big thumbs up. I'm doing this in one take. I'm getting ready to go out of town in the morning. It's already after 5 o'clock. I'm worn out. Long day. I'm going tomorrow to shoot with the Leviathan group down in Georgia. The epic shoot. It's going to be epic. I do think it is. A lot, like literally every YouTuber is going to be there. Everybody's going to be there. It's going to be a lot of fun, but I'm busy. Last night on last night's video, a post came in, a comment came in. I made an immediate reaction to pin it to the top. Almost 300 people have responded to it. It might be a troll. I don't know. But even if it's not a troll, which I don't think it is, I think it's somebody who's maybe misguided, certainly wrong. I think this person does exist. Even if this one is a troll, there's a lot of folks with this same ideology. So I'm going to press record and I'm going to do this in one take. Hang on till the end, because I'm going to say something on this channel that I think that I talk about in regular life, but I rarely bring it to the public forum because it's hard. It's hard to say as a dad. It's hard to say as a Christian. It's hard to say just as a person, but I believe it. And hang on with me. We're going to get there. Okay, the comment came in, and it's an absolute mess. And I'm going to say what I opened with. It's dangerous. It's completely dangerous, and here's why. Sniffin' Joe has laid out a plan for you and me, for all of our you-know-whats. And in this plan, he's unequivocal. He's very open. He's very methodical. And he lays out and doesn't, I used the word coy yesterday. He's not coy in his plan. It's very clear. Yeah, we have people that are on our side. I hate dividing America into two halves, but that are on our side who also agree with him on some level, any level. And that is dangerous. And here's why. We know who Sniffin' Joe is. We know what he brings to the table. The other is a wolf in sheep's clothing, pretending to be a person of freedom, pretending to be somebody that stands for the Republic and for freedom, might even vote with us. Yet on some level they will, and these are the people that will sit in city councils and that will vote on the county, the city, the state, and the national level and try to bring in common sense control. And that's dangerous because they masquerade as somebody who loves freedom, and they're not. Here's a few highlights. You can go back and read a little bit of it from yesterday. But and I don't like the term Elmer Fudd. I don't like the word Fudd. I don't use the word Fudd a lot. Maybe once on this channel I've said Fudd. It's an Elmer Fudd. Somebody who's just, give me my shotgun, give me my hunting gun, and then everything else should be made illegal. Classic example, but it's even worse than that. Hang on for this. Open with, hey, I'm a member of the NRA. Yeah, you say that, you've already lost me. Now, I'm not a person who says just give all your money to the GOA. No, the GOA is not in some ways ready for the national stage. They're not. I do like the GOA. I'm a member of the GOA. I'm a member of the Virginia Citizens Defense League, and I do support the Firearms Policy Coalition. But if you open with, I'm a member of the NRA, you've already shown that you are so many decades out of touch. I wrote to my state senator not long ago, and he wrote one sentence back to me, Johnny, I'm a lifelong member of the NRA. Hey, hey. Sorry, you're now acknowledging that you were left behind in about 88. I do end this channel with, From My Cold Dead Hands. That's a rallying cry from Charlton Heston. I like it. It's from the NRA. I'm also a member. I think I've got 2 more years on my current membership. I'm still a member as well, but I'm not opening with that. Then he says this. He is all for the banning of AWs. Y'all know what that is. Assault Ws. He said, that sounds good to me, but also I want to include all the short ones. We've moved into dangerous territory at this point. If you mention banning of anything, you're now against us. And you may get to the point and say, Johnny, but are you just a one-issue voter? Yeah, I am a one-issue voter because that one issue, the Second Amendment, it protects the first, it protects the rest. It is the last bastion of what we have in this country. It's going to protect us in the days ahead. I was talking to some folks today about this, and somebody said, Johnny, you're kind of fired up about that one comment. Yeah, I am. I don't want my skull in the killing fields thrown down by the Khmer Rouge. It's an old reference. They're not around today, but the ideology is around today. And if we don't hold on to you know what and our power and the Second Amendment, we can go the same direction. I'm not being dramatic. They have plans for us that I will not stand for. Yeah, I'm fired up about this. Then they go into this direction. This guy starts talking about suicides and the mass pow-pows and all of that stuff. John Patton posted a political cartoon this morning that showed Uncle Sam having a package called, he was having it wrapped up called Kill the Two-Way, Kill the Second. And the person that was getting ready to wrap, they had two different wrapping papers behind them. One wrapping paper was terrorism. The other was for the children or save the children. And that's how they wrap this nonsense, the stealing and the thievery of our freedoms, the chipping away of our rights. They package it up with think about the children. Back in 1994, the left, came up with the idea that Republicans want children to starve, and that stuck. 26 years later, you will still hear people mention that Republican, they packaged it up. It was the fight against Newt Gingrich and all that stuff, and they packaged that up. Well, today, they're packaging it up, oh, we need the Patriot Act. Give up your freedom because of terrorism. Or they'll say we need to protect the children. This guy started talking about children and suicide and a bunch of nonsense. If anyone says they care about children, they're trying to protect children, they need to be down fighting Monsanto and fighting high fructose corn syrup. Go down the cereal aisle. We are killing our children. Number one cause of preventable death among teenagers. While driving. This thing right here, while driving. They don't want to talk about that. They want to talk about things that strip our freedoms away from us. High fructose corn syrup is literally killing a generation. They don't want to talk about that. They want to talk about point and shooties. It's dangerous. I open with that. It's dangerous because you know Sniffin' Joe when he comes at us. You know what we're dealing with. You know who you have because they're a little more open about it. AOC in her list this week is pretty open. How many of y'all are trying to get on that list? Sign me up. But on the other hand, we have people that are quote unquote within our own ranks, and I will not stand for that. When I talk to somebody who is completely anti-us, I'm a little more mild. Hey, come out to the range sometime. It'll be fun. Try it out. It's a lot of fun. It may be a little bit loud. We'll protect your ears. It'll be fun. I think you might end up enjoying it. I'm a little more open sometimes. But with somebody who's in our ranks who says, I'm a member I'm a card-carrying member of an organization that died in the 80s. These are the kind of people that vote against us. And it's that milk-warm, milk-toast nonsense that we need to be careful about and watch out for. I'm going to say something now that I say in day-to-day life. You might hear me say it. We talk about this. And I know other YouTubers have said this. It's a hard thing to say as a dad. It's a hard thing to say as a person who's supposed to be a caring person. I mentioned earlier I'm a Christian. I am. I'm not a very good one. Got a potty mouth. Love Jesus, but I cuss too much. I just heard an amen from the audience. It's a hard thing to say, but people are often, when they try to package up the stealing of our freedoms, they try to package up the taking away of what this country was founded on. Because this country was not founded on hunting and fishing. This country was founded on the First and the Second Amendment, the second being weapons of war. Making sure that the common man, the average citizen, has the exact same technology as King George's troops. Yeah, the Second Amendment is precisely about weapons of war. It is not about hunting. If you think the Second Amendment is about hunting, you're wrong. You need to be re-educated. You need to rethink, and you need to go backwards and rethink how you came up with that idea. It has nothing to do with hunting. Although hunters, we love you. It ain't got nothing to do with that. So you come down to this point and say, Johnny, well, where are you? You start packaging this idea up of ripping away the Second Amendment. How many have to die? How many children have to die? How many school children have to die? I don't say this lightly. How many have to die before we give up our rights? All of them. All of the children have to die before we'll even consider it, and even then we're not. I don't want my skull bleached in the sun in the killing fields of the Khmer Rouge or the 2025 version of the 2030, the 2035 version of the Khmer Rouge. That ideology wants all of us on our side dead. I don't say that lightly. All of them. It's a tough thing to say as a dad. It's a tough thing to say as a Christian, but we cannot give up our rights. Little fired up on this one. I don't like people in our ranks, supposedly in our ranks, standing against us. Surrounded by a pile of hot brass from my cold, dead hands.